Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of May 24th. This week, we are going to jump right in here, and we are going to take a look at what is going on for you, Sagittarius. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what is going on for you at this time. Sagittarius, I have a feeling this is going to be a very straightforward reading for some reason. Because it is. But I like this reading for you. This is definitely really nice. You end with the Ten of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. You know, these are really nice cards. Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty as well. You start off with this Wisdom card here. So it's like you've clearly gained some wisdom in your life. You even have the King of Cups and the King of Swords. I'm getting kind of a weird message on those two cards. It's almost like you have taken some pause time, right? And I feel like you have kind of really truly decided how you feel about something. And this is very general. It is popping into my head. It's very general. It could be love, could be business, could be, something you want to do, like something you want to accomplish in your life. Basically, the Wheel of Fortune is your personal vision for your life. It's where you see your life going. And the world is an accomplishment. And so for a lot of you, all three fire signs, by the way, make sure to watch your sun, moon, rising. If you have fire in your chart and, any other fire signs, I would definitely watch those readings. All three fire signs were pretty similar. And to me, yours is different in the sense that it's almost like you've taken some time, I feel, with that King of Cups to decide how you feel about something. You're like, what do I want? How do I want to feel in my future life? That's what I feel like you're asking yourself. The King of Swords is a card of wisdom. So it's like you've gained some answers. I feel like you have figured it out, or you are currently figuring it out with that King of Swords energy. It's like you're really saying to yourself, well, I want my life to look like this, or I want my life to look like that. And that's like what you're kind of like deciding here. For others, I do feel you could be dealing with a water sign, or you could have a water sign or someone with water in their chart coming in for you. I would say that this person could be older than you with the King of Swords. Could also be a Capricorn as well. It's going to be different for all of you, obviously. Could be any sign. This is just a general reading. I would say that it could be a Scorpio as well. One of the fixed signs, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo. But I do feel like there's love coming in for you here. This person, I feel, is very disciplined, very hardworking with that King of Swords, very direct, straightforward, open, and honest as well. So this is good for those of you who are kind of like looking for love. Pretty simple reading as always. Your readings are always so simple, Sagittarius, and there's no reason to overcomplicate it, right? But like I said, I feel like this more has to do with, it's almost like it has to do with a feeling. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords could be an inner truth for you, but definitely a victory card as well. Empress, love it. Amazing. Really nice reading, Sagittarius. And the Chariot. Are you kidding me? This is definitely a good reading. Ace of Swords is a victory coming in for you here. And again, with the world, that's amazing because that's some sort of total accomplishment or just a really nice accomplishment. The Empress, I feel, is a harvest coming in for you. And the part of this harvest that I believe you will be experiencing here is kind of like just going from winter to spring. And the reason I say that is because of the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty, winter to spring. It's basically you going from challenges and lack to abundance and happiness, right? And you have the Chariot, a victory coming in for you. Especially with the Ace of Swords as well. Chariot does represent a victory, but with the Ace of Swords, it's kind of like a major victory that you're going to be experiencing at this time. I feel that you are kind of taking control of things in your life. The Chariot does say that there are probably things that you're going to have to deal with in your life because there are these two sphinxes on the card here. And those two sphinxes kind of represent external circumstances or, potentially things that you kind of have to overcome to accomplish whatever the world and the Ace of Swords is for you. So it's like there are certain things that you're going to have to maybe, go through, but, or, certain boundaries or obstacles that you're going to have to like work within. Because the Chariot can represent kind of like rules, laws, regulations, all sorts of things. But it does say where there's a will, there's a way. So I feel like you could be accomplishing quite a bit. You have amazing cards for accomplishing things, achieving things, being successful, finding abundance. I also feel like you're very attractive at this time. Someone finds you very attractive already. I feel like it's this king type person. I feel like this is the same person, the King of Cups and the King of Swords. I feel like it's just, I feel like it's their two energies that this person embraces. And again, it doesn't matter what gender you're attracted to either. This could be any gender. So I like where this is going for sure. Next, you have the Not For You card here. Something is just not for you. I like, the message I always give you, Sagittarius, it's almost like I get that feeling of like going to college and then wanting to drop out. As a college dropout myself, I totally understand. So it's like you went to college or have been going to college for something and you want to drop out. That might not literally be what you're doing. That's just like the feeling that's the best way I could describe the feeling I'm getting here, is it's like you just realize that something is not meant to be in your life. It could be a relationship that isn't meant to be in your life. It could be a person. It could be a group of people. It could be anything, but it's like there's something that you just realize is not for you here. Yeah, it's like you want more co-creative experiences here, and like there's like an owl on a tightrope, right? But if that cheetah were to walk that tightrope, it would probably have a hard time walking on that. So it's like for some of you, it's like you could be walking away from a person, not a bad person. It's just like you're just not on the same level. You have the Magician, you have the Fool, and the Wheel of Fortune, and the Devil here. So I feel for a lot of you, again, it's crazy because almost every single sign has had the Fool this week. Major new beginnings, and there could be a lot of new beginnings. Like I said, we have an eclipse coming up, so it makes perfect sense to me that there could be some new beginnings coming in. And the Magician is a new beginning as well, by the way. The Devil is kind of like walking away from something here. So you're walking away from things that no longer serve you, I feel, with that Devil. Still like an element of control, I feel, with this card. I always get this for you. It's at all fire signs lately. It's like the energy that fire signs have been getting is like control from family or control from people around you, where it's like you want to live your life, but it's like so do other people. It's like other people want to live their life for you, and I feel like you just cannot. You need to make sure that you do not allow that to happen with this, Devil energy. For others, I feel it's talking about a relationship that you've been in for quite a long time here, Sagittarius, where it's like you're just, I don't think it's necessarily toxic for all of you. For some of you, maybe there are toxic elements, but, what I feel this is more saying that there's a relationship or has been a relationship in your life that you're having a hard time walking away from in the first place. It's not really, toxic. I feel like you're just more bound to a situation here. You have the Magician. The Magician is pointing. He is pointing down, right, if it's going to focus. Sorry, Sag, I wanted to try this deck today, and my lights have filters, but I put the filters back on, and the filters are not working. So I apologize, with the glare here on these shiny cards, but he's pointing down. He is pointing towards the Wheel of Fortune. So it's kind of like a new beginning. Starting something new is going to lead to Wheel of Fortune. A lot of luck, a lot of success, good things coming in for you here, Sagittarius. So I would definitely, don't be afraid to let go of something here. And even in the same row, you have the Temperance card. You showing up here. It's like you're showing up in a very strong position. Let's see where this goes. You have the Nine of Pentacles. You're becoming more independent. You're definitely separating yourself, I feel, from whatever has been keeping you bound. You're kind of like living your own life. Pre-Empress energy. We have a lot of Empress energy in this reading for you, so definitely a lot of abundance coming in for you. And also just having enough, right? I mean, sometimes I just look at the Nine of Pentacles as just having enough. No lack, just having enough abundance in your life. That could be more than just money. It could be anything. Yeah, the Two of Cups. I feel like you're moving towards a new person in love here. And the Six of Pentacles. You're looking for a better investment of your time. You technically show up twice here, by the way. Wheel of Fortune is also your card. So you show up in a very strong position in this last row. Six of Pentacles is like planting seeds, number one, but it's also kind of like giving in balance and figuring out who you can give to here. In a lot of ways, I feel like I've said this to you before. It's almost like you have greatly increased your value, but maybe you're with a person who refuses to increase their value. I feel like you're being pretty fair because Six of Pentacles is a card of fairness. It's like maybe you're dealing with a person where it's like you've increased their value, and it's like you've been patient. I feel like you've like tried to get this other person to also increase their, to meet you halfway at least, but it's like they don't. So I feel like that's what you're walking away from here. It's just someone who isn't willing to change in a lot of ways. And for some of you, I feel like you've dealt with that energy in the past already, and you're just kind of like, now you're looking for someone who will, it's like, I don't think you're like demanding the world here. I feel like you're just maybe saying, I just want someone who tries, right? That's good enough, isn't it? So I feel like for some of you, you're just hoping for someone who just puts in a little bit of effort as far as love is concerned. For others, damn, this is definitely a lot of abundance because it's like you're in alignment. I always say the Two of Cups to me can be you doing something in work or business that you truly love, that you truly desire to do. So it's like more of like an alignment energy. You're coming into an alignment with what you're supposed to be working on as far as work or business is concerned. Love it. Next, in your last row here, you have the Page of Swords. I feel like you're very curious at this time. I would encourage you to be curious with this energy. Why? Because it's going to lead to this right here, Ace of Pentacles, major new beginning, total success coming in for you here. So I would be curious about anything, that comes your way. You could be thinking about starting a business. Something could catch your eye with that type of energy here. Something could catch your attention, like an idea, or maybe you're reading a book and it sounds like a good idea. Maybe you're reading a book about a business or a health routine or, anything in your life. And that's like something that just kind of, where you're just like, what, that feels right. That's what I feel like you're saying to yourself, is it's like you're reading a book or watching a TV show or something, and you're like, what, that just feels right. Could just be an idea that enters into your head in the shower. That's where I get all my best ideas, right? And I feel like you're saying to yourself, that just feels right. And that's the feeling I get here, is something that just feels right. You're moving towards more of a feeling here, Sagittarius, so I definitely like to see that. You have the Ten of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and the Temperance card. Total turnaround, right? Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty. It is a card of happy home, happy family, but it also kind of represents good things after a difficult period of time. Wheel of Fortune, total turnaround, major, luck coming in for you here as well. It's like a card of your destiny. And the Temperance card, I do feel some of you are more taking control of your destiny, because Temperance is like the angel pouring water and trying to turn water into wine. It kind of represents, alchemy, turning one thing into another. So you have total control over the direction that this wheel spins. You have several cards of control here, actually. The Chariot being one of them. Chariot is a card of hard control, which means you're the one that's in the driver's seat. You're taking total control. In the Wheel of Fortune, we control the direction of the wheel with our vibrations. There's a snake on this side right here, and it represents our vibrations, and we control the direction the wheel spins with our vibrations. So I feel like you are kind of controlling your own reality at this time, and you're creating, or will be creating, a lot of success. The only card of control we're missing, other than the Emperor, is and we do have the Devil, but it's a different kind of control, but is the Strength card, which is a card of soft control. But let's see where this is going, Sagittarius. You have the King of Wands, definitely sitting in your power. I feel like you're on your throne. I do feel like there's a need for you to be very bold, very assertive, because no doubt about it, the challenges you are going to be experiencing are from other people this week, and wanting to live their life for you. I mean, this is a challenge that you're going to be dealing with until, 2027 or something like that, for a long time. It's going to be a long-term energy, because, sometimes I think the universe just makes us deal with things for a long time. And make no mistake about this, by the way. It's I truly do believe that if we kind of follow the rules, or, if we're being taught a lesson from the universe, and the universe is saying, you need to live your own life, not everybody else's, and if we do it, then the lesson, it's you're not going to be dealing with it until 2027, because it's the universe is okay, they learned the lesson, now it's time to move on to the next thing. But I do feel there's potential for things to pop up. It's we'll always be dealing with stuff in life, right? But I feel between now and 2027, you might just experience some challenges where you're going to have to put people in their place, and you're going to need to say, listen, I'm the Empress, you're not, so get out of my way, right? And as long as you do that, you'll be fine. You have the Four of Pentacles here, definitely changing your circumstances, so I like this. And the World, major accomplishment coming in for you. Two worlds here. It's a major victory coming in for you, really. In this row, you're accomplishing a lot at this time with the World, and I feel like you're ending cycles as well. For most of you, I feel like you're ending relationship cycles, as far as love is concerned, especially if you've been with a person since high school, as I always say to you, or for a very long period of time. And it's this cycle has to come to an end so you can move on to kind of like something much better. Again, if you're in a positive relationship, this message is not for you. I always say, like, take what resonates, leave the rest, right? Please, people. It's like if you're in a good relationship, this message is not for you. But if you are not, or if, again, if, like I said, if you're dealing with a person who isn't growing, who isn't meeting you halfway, then maybe it's time to, think about someone new. I want to clarify this whole reading. You have the Knight of Pentacles. This is going to be like your outcome. 4 of Pentacles, more stability coming in for you. And the Justice card, balance. This is very similar to all the readings I did this week. It's no joke. Sometimes I do the readings and I'm like, I could have just done one collective reading for every single sign this week because it would have been the same. But I do feel like there's a lot of balance, a lot of success, and kind of, just balance coming in for you here with that Justice card. 5 of Pentacles, I feel like you're correcting your financial situation. Definitely do not, I feel like there's a need to definitely not call attention to your weaknesses here. You have the King of Swords. I feel like this is someone new that could be coming in for you. Again, King of Swords over here. And the Queen of Wands. I feel like this person finds you very attractive. Again, I do feel like Queen of Wands is kind of like your answer this week as well. Queen of Wands asks you to be very bold, be assertive, to stand up for yourself, and to really go for what you want. But this is a great reading. So thank you for being here, Sagittarius. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. Really appreciate the support. But thank you, Sag, and definitely enjoy your week.